What is going on, guys? My name is Joe Mills. I am making this video in the New Forest. I'm actually camping today. Well, that was the plan until my tent decided not to inflate. I've got an air beam tent, and what that means is instead of having fiberglass sort of poles that hold it up, instead it's air. Essentially, you just pump up the ribs and the tent self-inflates. It cost me a lot of money quite a few years ago. I think it was around £400 or £500, and I saved up and saved up and saved up to buy this tent. I got 2 uses out of it, and it is dead. Yeah, it's ready for the bin basically. So yeah, I came down today not knowing that, so I haven't got a tent for the night. I'm actually on a site. I decided it would be quite a good idea to take winter camping, especially what with all the coronavirus news and things like that in the media at the minute. I just wanted to get away, to be honest, and self-isolate in my most favourite place to be, outdoors. Now originally the site weren't going to allow winter access because they had so many school trips planned on this site, not up this end. I'm in the wooded end, but they do actually have fields. But they banned all dogs this week, but because of Corona, everybody but me has cancelled. So it means that we've got the entire place to ourselves. So yeah, reception just said that if I want, I can go and get her. Now, that is obviously brilliant news. The idea of coming here specifically, rather than going true wild camping, was so that I could take Winter and put her in an environment where she's going to be more safe, basically. This is, although it's still the New Forest, it's kind of contained a little bit. So yeah, I've got a full car load. You can actually take your car right up to where you intend to set your tent up. Behind me, I'm not sure if you can see, there's like a pub bench table already set up. There's logs that you can sit on, and they have supplied me with a fire pit, and I've brought a load of pallet wood. So yeah, we're gonna keep nice and warm because the temperatures are still around 6 or 7 degrees at night. So it is gonna be pretty cold, even colder if I can't find a replacement tent before the sun goes down. It's now about 2:30. Oh, before I go, let me just show you my view that I'm gonna wake up to in the morning. Guys, what a lifesaver Kelly is. She's managed to get me a tent, a replacement tent. It's kind of on loan. Didn't know you could borrow a tent in the UK. No, you actually can. You just go to your local, no you don't really. I know someone who's got a tent who's willing to lend me it. And Kelly, bless her heart, has actually gone and collected it and then drove it to me. So yeah, all I need to do is set it up and see if it's going to be sufficient, make sure it actually goes up. Otherwise, I'm sleeping on the floor. Now, rather than head off and go and get Winter today, who, you know, new subscribers might not know, Winter is our 6.5 month, just over 6 months old Siberian Husky that's never been camping. She spent 5 months of her life inside a cage because the previous people that owned her didn't know what to do with her. So where better to take her than here? So guys, yeah, I'm just gonna run my bag back to the car, grab the tent, I'll set the tent up, fingers crossed it goes up, and then it's back to the drawing board for what I do for a tent in the future. I guess I'll have to start saving up again. I do have a small tent for wild camping, but when I come to an actual site like this one, I do like to have quite a bit of space and bring quite a few luxuries with me, including my own wood store. I've got axes, I've got knives, cooking equipment, food, things like that. Things I wouldn't ordinarily bring on a camp because I can park the car so close. The car is just out of shot, but it's literally just there. It enables me to bring a few luxuries. So I've also got a double duvet as well. So guys, I can get away with a lot more. Just need to save up for a decent tent, I think, especially with Winter, because I do need a little bit more room when there's when you're sharing a tent with a dog. So a big dog at that. Guys, I'm gonna get myself straight a little bit, tidy up base camp, and then I guess I'm gonna make some of the pallet wood that I brought down a little bit smaller, more manageable, and then I'll start to prepare a fire while it's still light, and then as it starts to get dark and it starts to get really cold, I'll be able to just light the fire, and then yeah, I guess we'll do some cooking also, guys. This is just brilliant. I'm just so excited to be outside. Honestly, I've waited a long time to come camping, so yeah, let me get the tent, I'll set it up, and then I'll join you in a moment. well, it's going to be about half an hour to an hour for me because I've never put this tent up in my life. But for you, it's going to be right now. Let's do that again. Guys, we've got a tent. Look at that, absolute luxury. Now the tent that I've got, I'll put a picture up now. It's a lot bigger than this one, and it also has headroom, which enabled me on the 2 occasions that I used this tent to be able to stand inside it, stand upright, and even cook. Whereas this one, you kind of have to duck to go inside it. Ooh. But when you're in, and it's not too bad. But when you're inside it, it's not too bad at all. It's got 2 separate rooms, 1 at each end. I'll show you that now. Come on, come and have a look. Like I said, my original one was a lot bigger, but I'm not going to grumble. I am so grateful, honestly. So yeah, look, we have 1 bedroom. These hub compartments, I was told, have never been used. When this tent was put up on the 1 occasion it was used, these was never used with it. They just simply camped on the floor. Must have been really nice weather or something, guys. But yeah, they've actually lent me these as well, so I can be self-contained. I've already made my bed. I've got my quilt, I've got an air bed. I've got a carp sleeping bag to keep warm. It's meant to be getting round to about 6 degrees, which is pretty nippy. So I do have a carp sleeping bag and a carp pillow, as well as a spare blanket. And yes, before you ask, I have informed my friend that Winter will be joining me on this trip, and they were absolutely fine with me putting Winter inside the tent, because they said it wasn't a really expensive one. It looks the best part of about £100, guys. I just hope she's well behaved when she's inside it. We'll look after it while we're using it. Let's chop some wood. So I've just been foraging for just a few twigs really. There's loads and loads of wood around at this campsite. I'm not going to go too mad, even though this place is deserted, because it's obviously good to leave a lot of wood behind. But yeah, there's quite a few big logs. I might have 1 or 2, but there is hundreds, literally hundreds of them. But this is going to help get the fire started because it's bone dry. We just need to chop it down to size a little bit, just using the axe. And this is going to get us started with the fire this evening. Just keep your knees apart, guys. You don't want to go into your knee. And yes, I have sharpened my axe today, guys. I had a comment when I was using it up the plot to chop. I don't even know what I was using it for, but someone said that a blunt axe can be more dangerous than a sharp one. And that is 100% true. So yeah, this is extremely sharp. I'm not sure how long it will last, but yeah, it's good to have a sharp tool like an axe, especially when you're doing things like this. You all right, mate? Just someone working on site. Thought it was another camper, but it's not. Just someone doing some maintenance. That'll do. That's enough to get us started, guys. So I'll start building a fire, or the makings of a fire, and then we'll carry on with this later on, I guess. It's just nice to get some preparation work done while the weather is on our side, really. It's not raining and it's lovely and bright. Don't want to go too crazy with it. but I will be making a fire starter to just push underneath this. This wood is bone dry. We've had a lot of rain recently, but it's really sheltered here. Beautiful. Guys, I'm just about to get the fire lit. That's my tent you can see behind me. And literally just behind my tent is the most amazing view and walk, which I plan to do when I pick winter up tomorrow. Guys, I'm just going to take a little walk down. It's about a 30-second walk from my tent, and I will spin the camera and show you where we are intending to walk tomorrow. It is absolutely beautiful. It really is. I love any forest, but the New Forest is just magic. It really is. Wow. Guys, check this out. Look at this. For those of you that don't know, I do use my phone to make every single vlog on my channel, and it doesn't always pick fine detail up, but down here, this is a walkway that takes you deep into the forest, which is on the other side of this, well, I suppose you could call it a field. It's a bit boggy, don't get me wrong, but if we venture, you know, I'd say about an hour, you know, in that direction, we can just get completely lost in the magic, guys. It is stunning. And the track is just behind my tent, which is just there, if you can see the blue of it. So not too far at all, and we've got all of this to explore. Guys, that's the plan for tomorrow. Yeah, if you want to see an actual wild camping vlog, because I'm aware this is slightly thrown together, then let me know in the comments and I will make one. Today was all about just showing you guys what I'm up to, where I am, and yeah, really that's it, to be honest. Why not? Do you know what I mean? I do make a lot of videos on the subject of gardening, but I'm a very outdoorsy guy. Yeah, guys, I'll get the fire lit, and then you guys can let me know if you want to see a full camping vlog, and I'll put one together. So need to get this fire on now because I'm feeling a little bit hungry and it's getting pretty nippy. So I'll put my coat on, get the fire started, and catch up with you at the end. I've not got my flint with me, but what I do have is a box of fire lighters and a lighter. Tomorrow I'm going to get my wild camping kit, which has got a bit of char cloth in there. It's got a striker so that I could do it, you know, the old-fashioned way, the traditional way, and the more fun way, to be honest. But for now we're just going to use a fire lighter and a gas lighter until I can get back, pick up winter and collect my tin. I was going to cook tonight, guys, and I froze some I think they were Irish beef burgers and some bacon as well, but I put it in my cool box this morning and it's still frozen, unfortunately. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make do with some pasta, some canned foods for tonight, and then tomorrow I'll do my traditional camping cook. I've cooked a lot up the allotment, you know, I've cooked a lot in the shed, but I do like to go above and beyond, you know, with the the food options when camping. It hasn't always got to be a roughing it experience. It can be quite nice. So that's what we want. I've not got anything like you know, birch bark or anything like that. This should take under the heat of the fire lighter. Just gonna get out of the way of the smoke and hope this thing takes off. Ooh.